What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. So if you guys saw my last video, I mentioned that I picked up a new set of wheels. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to polish these and remove the scratches that are on them. I picked up this set of used LM GT4s. They're a very nice wheel, very nice strong wheel, but since these are a little old, they do have some sort of wear to them. So I'm gonna show you guys how to bring them back to life using some really simple tools. I've got a drill, I've got a little attachment here, I've got a little pad, and a little bit of polish. Using just this, you can make these wheels look flawless. So right now there's scratches on all the surface, on all the spokes, on the sides of the spokes, and on the barrel. These wheels were made in 2007, so these do have a little bit of age to them. If we can bring that back to life, remove those scratches, and make these look really nice, just like how I've done to the other three wheels, I'm gonna be really happy. Because this process doesn't take a long time, but the results really do speak for themselves. If you guys did see the video that I posted up a while ago when I showed you guys how to polish the headlights on my little brother's Golf, it was how to polish your headlights for less than 20 bucks. And I was using a little kit that you would attach for a drill. And what's cool about that is that this is the exact same thing. It's the same little attachment that's found on the end. It's the same little pad that's found on the end of this. And by just using this and a little bit of polish, you guys can make your wheels, your paint, your headlights, or whatever look fantastic. So if you guys already have this kit, the only thing that it's gonna cost you is you gotta buy a little bit of polish. And you don't even need the big one that I have right here. I'll link in the description box the link for the smaller version of this. And by just using that, you can make these look great. So this is the wheel here, and I'm gonna see if I can show you guys as best I can the scratches that are on this. So can you see how the reflection out of the sides of the spokes isn't exactly a nice, crisp reflection? It's kind of distorted, and that's because of the surface imperfections that are found on the wheel. So the entire wheel is pretty much covered in them, and only when you get up close can you really notice it, but we're gonna make it look flawless when we're done. So all these reflections that you're seeing are not going to be as distorted as they are now. They're gonna be crisp, they're gonna be really nice, and they're really gonna make this wheel look even darker. So this wheel right here, I have not polished, and I'm gonna show you what the finished results look like. So taking a look at this wheel that I've done, it's the exact same wheel. This is the rear wheel. It's got a concave design, but the paint looks so much nicer. Again, for a 7-year-old wheel, this is not bad by any means, but you don't necessarily have to go ahead and respray or even get your wheel repowder coated because of some surface imperfections. If you can go about by doing this procedure and save yourself a couple $100, that's going to be great, even if you can extend when you need to get your wheels refinished. So what I'm going to be doing today is showing you guys how to get to this result. You can still see that there are some scratches, but some of these are kind of deep and I can't exactly get rid of them. But this does look a hell of a lot better than the other wheel. I'm going to do a 50-50 comparison by using a little piece of tape, and I'll show you the difference of what happens when you polish and when you don't. So I'll be showing you guys this spoke right here that's going to be polished versus say this one that isn't going to be. I will eventually do the entire wheel, but just to show you for this video, I'm going to show you the difference between these two. So what you see in between these little tape lines is what is going to be polished.
This is going to be a pretty easy procedure. I have a cordless DeWalt drill with a full battery and the attachment for the headlight restoration kit on the end of it. I have the cutting pad on the drill with Meguiars M205 finishing polish. I'm going to begin with this, and then if that's not aggressive enough, I'll switch to M105. Begin by applying some of the compound to the pad. To prevent the compound from slinging, rub it into the pores of the paint before applying it to the wheel. We're going to start by polishing one of these spokes at a time. So you're not going to want to spend too much time in one single spot. You're going to want to move the pad back and forth. You're going to want to try and replicate the same kind of motion that I'm doing here so that the paint gets nicely restored, you bring that shine back, and you remove all of those scratches. Don't be in a rush to get this done. Take your time and you'll be able to see amazing results. After about 30 seconds on this spoke, I'm going to wipe it down with a microfiber towel to show our results that we have.
So if you guys do want to see a good comparison for the difference between before and after, you're going to have to get in the proper lighting. So I'm going to be using this little LED light right here that's going to illuminate and give us a nice reflection in the back. So if we come on top, you guys tell me which one is the polished spoke. I think it's pretty clear that this one here is the one that's polished. And you can see that little line on there? That's not even dirt. That's still polish that we haven't removed. So if you just buff all this off, You can see it looks so much nicer, and it looks black. It doesn't look kind of gray distorted because of the light refraction that isn't working out so nice. So because the light is hitting this and there's scratches in there, the light can't completely bounce back at you. It's being refracted in many different ways, and that's why it's giving that kind of gray look. When you have it completely polished, you don't have that. Take a look at that difference. Pretty crazy if you ask me. So if you just go ahead and do this procedure to the entire wheel, you can make the entire wheel look as nice as that one spoke. Now, it doesn't take much. I'd probably say if you spend about 15 minutes for the entire wheel, including the barrel, that's plenty, because you don't need to take it down right to bare metal. All you want to do is take off a little bit of the coating of the paint found in the top layer. And once you do that, instead of having those scratches, it's going to be nice and glossy like this right here.
You guys saw me clean the one spoke of the wheel, and I'm going to continue with that exact same procedure to remove the remaining imperfections. That means polishing each and every spoke, the center of the face along with the center cap, followed by the lip and the side of the spokes. That will complete pretty much all we can do for the face and the front part of the wheel. So we're going to turn the wheel on its side so we can get access to the barrel. The barrel is probably going to be in worse of condition than the face and the spokes, since it's in direct line of the brakes. Anything that flies off the brakes will sling into the barrel, including brake dust, road grime, and other nasty contaminants. That means it's crucially important to super clean the wheel before you do this procedure to prevent that dirt from being embedded into the paint. Once it's clean though, you can do the exact same procedure by polishing the paint that's found on the barrel. That completes the polishing stage. Follow it up with a microfiber towel, and you'll be shocked by how nice the wheel will look.
The headlight restoration kit that comes with this pad and with this backing plate can be used with almost any other polishing pad out there, whether it be a fine one, whether it be a more coarse one. You can even use it with sanding discs. So this is a 3000 grit sanding disc that you would basically just apply on there and use like that. So if your wheels are extremely bad, you can remove the swirl marks, the scratches, the small stuff, and the deep stuff, starting off with this and then moving down to the coarse, then to the fine pad, and then you're gonna top it up with either a sealant or a wheel coating. What I would do to start off is begin with something like this pad paired with M205, which is the softer compound. If that isn't getting the scratches out, then you can go to the M105, which is a heavier cut, and then if that's got all your scratches out, and then you can remove the smaller stuff back with the M205. If you just go straight up ahead and buy the headlight restoration kit, it comes with this piece, comes with this, it even comes with compound. And on its own, just using that kit, you'd be able to get a pretty good finish with it. But if you're a detailer and you really take care of your wheels and you wanna make them look as best as they can, using both of these together is a must, along with two different kinds of pads. Now, I'll be including some links in the description box to these kind of kits, to the polish, to even this kit right here. Because something from 15 bucks with a drill will work very well, but if you want to get the best results, you need some better products along with a better polisher. So this is a dual action polisher versus a regular rotary pretty much. And using any of these kits, you can make them look a lot better. If you have the extra couple bucks to spend on the more expensive stuff, you'll get better results. If you were to compare using the dual action polisher versus this drill and the little kit right here, you're not gonna get that much better results, but you will get better results nonetheless. So it's a decision up to you. If you guys have a little money to play around with, it's a not bad investment to pick up one of these things. But if you have a household drill just lying around, you can spend 20 bucks and make your wheels look great. The tools themselves that we used today weren't exactly that extensive. We were using pretty simple tools and we got very good results from them. So if you guys take the time, you guys do this properly, you go ahead and you polish up the faces, you polish up the sides of the spokes, you polish up the barrel, no matter what used wheel that you find, you will guarantee be able to make it look a lot nicer by spending, I'd say, 10 bucks worth of product once you already have your headlight restoration kit. Even after that, if you guys buy the headlight restoration kit and this polish, you can not only take care of headlights, but you can do wheels, you can do small stuff, and you can polish stuff out and make it look great. If you guys have any questions or even want to see the products that I used today, check the description box. It's pretty straightforward. I have links there for you guys directing you to Amazon. So if you guys have any other questions for that matter, throw them down in the comment section below and I'd be more than happy to help. Again guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.